So you've decided that you want to train somebody on your staff. There's a few things that you need to look into. First, how much is there to learn? If you have somebody on your staff that does videography, and you simply want to send them to a class that allows them to learn how to edit better or edit with new digital tools, then great. If it's a class, it's short and you can get them through it. But if it's a huge leap from videography to animation, and it will take them several years to master that, is that worth it? This is when you start to think about, should I train them or should I hire somebody? If it's as simple as a class, getting them a book, sending them to a seminar, great. Invest that. But you really have to find that point of diminishing returns where you're just sinking a lot of money into a skill that you also have to think about when you train that person, are they going to stay? You've just given them keys to a whole new location. They may not stay. That is something to consider. Now, if there's somebody on your staff that has those skills, this goes back to the SWOT exercise that we did earlier. Look at your strengths. Take an honest look at your staff. They may get creeped out if you look at them and are like, what do you do well? Know your staff. Take them out to lunch. Have a casual pizza party. Ask personal questions. Understand that you write music. If you write music, then gosh, what else can you do? Do you write? Well, do you write essays? Do you write novels? Do you write blogs? I write blogs. Oh, well, you got something now. So identifying not only the professional skills that you're already familiar with, they may have professional skills you're not familiar with. We didn't just have this one job. We all have long lives that lead up to this. So when you tell somebody that you were a professional horse wrangler, that's the kind of stuff that makes great conversation. But where else can that go? So you have an understanding of agriculture. Well, can you talk about that? That might be an interesting additive to our pre-existing product. Ask questions and see if there's a way that you can address that. So you've identified somebody on your staff that's a great writer. Well, let's see if they can write a blog. Let's see if they're willing to. Also identifying those that are already using the tools. There's somebody on your staff using Facebook. There's somebody on your staff that has a YouTube channel. Just ask. You could send out a company-wide memo. We're thinking of deploying the following channels. Is anybody using any of these tools? That's a survey of your own staff. It's another way to do it. But taking a look to see who has what and how you can take advantage of that. What's important is to understand that the rules and the culture between blog writing and tweeting and LinkedIn are very different. Let me give you an example of how this works. I used to follow an organizer. When I started my business, I was an organization and efficiency specialist specializing in technology. As the industry changed, technology took the forefront. So I still work with a lot of organizers, people that keep everybody clean, keep their offices in good order. This organizer was wonderful, very versed in the social media tools. She did something that I call daisy chaining. She daisy chained her tools together. You can auto-populate from Facebook to Twitter to LinkedIn to YouTube. So you push one button and they trickle through. You can use a cross-platform tool like Hootsuite or Seismic or TweetDeck. I prefer Hootsuite because it's web-based. You don't have to download anything. Hootsuite. And the logo is an owl. Hoot. So she had daisy-chained her accounts together. So she would post once, and because I followed her on 5 channels, I got the exact same message 5 times. I'm already overwhelmed with information. I don't need to read the same message over and over and over again. So guess what happened? She lost me on 4 of her 5 channels. Why? It's duplication. So yes, what you can do is you can reassign that content to different locations, absolutely. Same piece of content, rewrite it for each channel. One piece of content takes you an extra couple minutes, but make sure it's appropriate for each environment. Twitter is obvious because it's short, but the LinkedIn audience is very different than the Facebook audience. Same piece of content, change your grammar, your vocabulary just a little bit, and it fits for both sets. Now, when you train somebody to work for you to do this, this needs to be clear. If they're great at LinkedIn, you need to be real clear that LinkedIn's a little bit different than Facebook, and they need to understand that. So we have a tremendous amount of resources online, lists and links, all different kinds of services that are useful to you in this instance, many sample documents as well. So feel free to take a look at Web4Biz and you can find more information. There's far more information available online than we could ever condense into a course or a video. So please know that if you forget something or you miss something, there is backup available for you online.